What up, fellas? We are back once again. I apologize for the technical difficulties. You know, I'm out here in Colombia with that Colombian Wi-Fi and Colombian power, so we be having a lot of outages out here, even in the Poblado area. So we're gonna start off where we left off at about approaching Brazilian women to come on you guys' podcast show.
Yeah. So, as we were saying, like in Brazil, the reason why we picked Brazil is because the women, the culture here, they're extremely open. I can't think of a culture who is as open as a Brazilian woman globally. So that's why we decided to come here, and we've been fairly right about our assumption about how things would go here.
Yeah.
So, and we're looking forward to getting some more lives out with women on the panel.
And the thing is, like before we came to Rio, we were scratching our heads like, should we get a producer in Brazil, in Rio? So once we touch down, they do all the work for us, and then we do the hosting. And we've been getting all the women ourselves, and it's been easy because the women are so friendly.
Wait, hold up. You threw a little shot right there. You threw a little shot. I know you've been going on with Fresh and Fit. So let me get this straight. You didn't hire anybody outside source. You get the women yourselves. Trying to hire a PUA coach, right?
No. We didn't. We were thinking about getting a producer because we're looking at each other's strengths, right? And some things T-Bob is stronger than I am, and vice versa. So we were doing vlogs, we're doing interviews, we're getting Patreon content. I'm like, how are we going to put all this content out and and get women? So that process has been streamlined easy because the women are so, hey, okay, I'll come, I'll show up.
Friends,
and I'll bring my friends.
Exactly.
Like, I think it was two nights ago.
Yeah, she was just like, I have 3 girls with me. I'm like, oh, perfect. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. So it's just that easy here. It's still time consuming, of course, but I can't think of a place that it'll be easier.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you guys this: is the language barrier a problem with the girls?
Okay, to be real, it's tough. And kind of what we were talking about behind the scenes, but the fact that we have so many options here, it works itself out. So if we were in a state and couldn't speak the language, oh man, it'll be rough living. But here, the fact that you just have so many options, some are obviously gonna not be interested if you don't speak Portuguese, but there's gonna be somebody that comes up right after. So,
and I'm gonna add, when I got on the boots, put on the boots on and ground running. The first day I met a Portuguese English speaking girl. I just got lucky. And then the second day I met a Portuguese English speaking girl. And the third day I did. But then after that, if you guys look at some of our vlogs, there are girls in there that don't speak English at all. And what I do is I try to translate them. I try to put in a little bit of English that they can spit out. And then I'll just cut out all the Portuguese. I try to mix it up and cut it up and make it manicured so that it's watchable. But for the most part, I've been lucky, man. I've been meeting up with Portuguese and English speakers.
Exactly. Yeah, that's not normal, I would say. I wouldn't expect that. What would you say? 1 in 10 speak English? If maybe 1 in 20?
I'll say
when I was out there, no girls spoke English when I was out there.
Yeah, really?
That's amazing. You find the girls that speak English. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I met a girl from Santa Cruz. She didn't know much English, and she was on our live. So what we did was, me and T-Bob took control of the live, and she just chimed in sometimes. So we didn't make it about her, but no. 2 days ago, we made it about the girls because we had one girl that spoke English and Portuguese, and the other girls didn't speak English. So she would answer the question and translate for the other girls and translate back in English for us. So sometimes you can kind of cheat code it like that.
Yeah.
But as far as dates, sometimes I'll bust out my translator. Because most oftentimes in life, if I'm going on a date with a girl and she speaks Portuguese and she a baddie, I'll make it work, man. I'll make it work. Yeah. She's gonna make it work for me. I'm gonna make it work for her.
So but how are y'all meeting most of the Brazilian women?
So I would say a mixture between Instagram and Tinder.
Okay, you
Trying to,
Instagram too.
yeah, so I'm really trying to push more towards Instagram because I feel like you can get more attractive women. Because on Tinder, obviously, the more attractive women, they have a lot more people to go through to get to you.
Mm-hmm.
So going directly to the source on Instagram has been working much better. So I'm probably gonna make a video on that eventually on kind of the difference, what I'm seeing. But I'm just starting that as of recent.
I'm gonna say I'm kind of cheat coding it, right? So what I do is on my last post on my Instagram page, I have a picture of in this place called Park Lodge. It used to be a mansion, and they turned into a public park that you can go. It's a very Instagrammable spots. Like when you go there, there's a ton of people waiting in line to take photos for the Instagram. So I took a picture, put it on Instagram, and we're sponsored with Ramil Herb. So I put, hey, I'm in Rio. It's my first week. What's good, Oi? And then I put
too bad.
yeah, I put an ad out to sell the product or the sponsorship that we're with. But also, I tell people, hey, where can I go? And I put $5 down, right? And after the $5, I noticed that a lot of people were following me and girls were writing me on my DMs. So I increased that amount because it was working. So I put down $20. And then the next day, I looked at my DMs. It's nothing but girls saying, hey, I can show you around. I can give you a tour. So it's like passive aggressive marketing. Guys who want to buy the herbs, and then for the women, they want to take me and show me around. So that's like a cheat code I'm sharing with you guys. If you guys want to try that.
Oh, that's nice.
I do the same thing he does. Tinder, Instagram.
Okay, I want to talk about the herbs. Well, you said something about herbs.
Yeah, so Ramil Herbs, actually, I don't know do you know Ramil? He's a
I know Ramil quite well, brother.
Okay.
Man, me and Ramil went back and forth. I mean, we were real close now. He just got his passport, so.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah.
He's not a big.
I love Ramil. Ramil, my dude, man. I was on this show not too long ago.
Okay,
really?
Yeah.
And he was asking some of the craziest questions. You know what I'm saying? Ramil crazy, bro.
So, yeah, I love it. He doesn't hold back on his content.
Not at all.
He's real raw, man. Have you seen his music video?
I was going to ask you that. Yeah, I seen the Pump and Dump video.
Pump and Dump.
But you know what? I tell Ramil all the time. I said, bro, when you start traveling, your whole demeanor is going to change. Because right now you just got this, like F all women mentality that a lot of brothers go through after they've been dating for a while. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't see no benefit but the sex. So when you start traveling, your whole demeanor is going to change, bro.
Exactly.
That is facts. Yeah. Oh, but we need to get him on.
Yeah,
we need to get him on.
Yeah, we definitely do. I didn't think about that.
But
yeah, we work with the herbs.
But it's actually owned by my brothers now. My brothers they bought the company.
Okay, cool.
So they own the company now. So working. Like this. Oh yeah, we got some stuff here. But pretty much the herbs that we sell, or not we sell. The first one, I would say, one of the favorites. Which one you've been popping every day?
GHS, Get Her Sprung. I've been using that, man. Yeah, that I use 3 capsules during the day. I wake up in the morning, pop 3, and I just go on. It gives me energy, and keeping it raw, man, bro. I'll be going rounds, man. I'll be going rounds with those things, man.
Yeah.
And
okay.
It doesn't disappoint. And this
is all natural.
All natural,
handmade.
Bro. Yeah, because I mean, I could read the ingredients real quick. Ginkgo, Boloco, horny goat weed. What do you got? Sarsaparilla, Tribulus. I think that's it.
It's good stuff. And then there's some focus, some herbs for focusing, herbs for like your respiratory system, cleanses, things like that. So it's all about helping. I mean, healthy, helping the brothers out, getting more healthy. So yeah, it's definitely a good company to check out.
This is what I love about the travel community. Like I always tell people, the traveling bros, the passport bros are very progressive. We have a very progressive mindset. Yeah. And you see how we build our own little independent economy over here. Because we have a sponsor, Ella Louise Cigars, Black-owned company. You guys got a sponsor. So this is what we're doing, man, because of our mindsets. Because a lot of guys that's stuck in the state, stuck in the matrix, stuck in that matrix mentality, you know, they don't think that it can be done. They don't think that brothers can actually come together and work with each other to be able to build businesses online in order to live a substantial amount of time overseas.
Right.
And I've been trying to preach this to brothers for a long time. We got enough in our community to make millions of dollars. That's what I'm saying. We just have to help each other out. Just have to, support each other, basically.
Exactly.
Because I heard you was coming out with an app. I don't know if you're still working on that, but I was actually excited about that, man.
Oh yeah, man. We are working tirelessly about this app, man, because we have to keep creating Facebook groups because we get flagged so much.
Okay.
And nobody really put nothing too crazy in these groups. It's just the fact that it's a heterosexual black male group talking about money and travel.
Right.
So we always getting tagged, right?
Right.
So we got to keep creating these groups. So we're working on it, bro. Trust me, and Cardell, we doing a lot to go ahead and put this app on out there. Because once we get this app, it's going to change the game, bro.
So are you able to talk about what the app's going to consist of, or are you?
The app is going to be we're going to have geotagging on it. It's going to be like the root of it's going to be set up like Facebook, basically. It's definitely a social media app. But the cool thing about it is it's going to be our own platform. We're gonna have our own online little market on there, so you guys could be selling your herbs. They could be selling their cigars. I could be selling the merch. You could be selling your merch. All in one little travel community of brothers that support each other. And the biggest thing is the geolocation that we're working on. That's been our biggest issue.
Okay.
The geotagging on. That way, if you're in Brazil, you touch down and you say, "Okay, I got 12 guys in Copacabana right now. Hey, I'm here, guys. You can see it on your phone." And you say, "Hey, let's link up at I ain't gonna call no club names out. Let's link up here tonight. You could be in the DR.
Right.
Okay, I got 30 guys. I got 30 members in the DR right now. Let's hang out.
Right.
That's going to help you, man, because really overseas, especially in Colombia, you kind of need to have some guys you can get some information on that you guys can protect each other. Like in the military, they have a battle buddy. Guys who can watch your back. That's very important, especially right now in Colombia.
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I got lucked out because a lot of people love this guy, Wall Street. He's one of the homies that we met. He's always on
Wall Street, man.
You know Wall Street, right? Okay.
I seen him on your show yesterday, man. He dropped a lot of good information.
No, it's good.
He can speak English, Portuguese, Spanish, and he's learning French. And
nice.
He got great social skills. Really cool guy. Very athletic. First day I landed, he was like, "I'm gonna take care of you." He was showing me Christ Redeemer, Sugarloaf, meeting people. He was forcing me to learn Portuguese because I want to learn Portuguese for business reasons. And every day we were doing different things. We were moving around, getting content. And I'm like, man, this is on a micro scale, and what you're talking about is on a macro scale. So we have 1 million walks on your social network. Brothers could have more of an incentive to travel, and it'd be more comfortable. They'd be in a social space, and be better for everybody. Because if I didn't have a walk and I went down there by myself, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little apprehensive. I was walking around tight, looking people like somebody bumping.
See that?
Bro, that actually leads me to my next question, because I know when I first, but you had traveled to many countries before. So, well, let me ask you this: what's the first country you traveled to?
The first country I traveled to was I went to Scandinavia. I went to Finland.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, that was my first time.
And did you experience any type of? Because I know my first time out of the country, I don't really count Jamaica. I don't count Jamaica.
Yeah.
But I experienced a hell of a culture shock. And like
Same
you
here.
said, if it wasn't for the guy that for Alan Harper, I probably would have had a good time, because I was looking at the buildings in Rio, like, yo, look like the 70s out here. Like, it threw me off a little bit.
I had the same experience, but I'm going ahead and say, if it wasn't for that girl that was like, hey, let's just be friends. She was mixed with African and Finnish. She curved me on the second date, and then I went out to clubs. Every time I was going out to a club, girls are coming up to me, and they were baddie. Like, you know how they say you go to their country, they're like the average in their country.
Yeah.
But if they go to the States, they're like a 10.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's how I was exposed to it.
For sure.
You know, it's funny you say that, man, because I had a guy, he met a girl out here on Tinder, and he was like, man, what you think? How you think she looked? You know, I was like, in America, she's definitely an 8. In Colombia, she's a 4.
Yeah.
3 days later, he hit me. He like, yeah, you're right. She is about
you're right.
4 or 5. I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man.
That's the same thing Walt said to me. I had my first date. Bro, she's bad. Like she looked like a Brazilian Sierra. My first date there, we went to the favelas. Man, I was like, wow, man. I don't need to see no more Brazilian girls. He's like, yo, just wait. Just wait. And Walt left. He was right, man. Because you can see the girls that are on our vlogs, the girls that's in the lives, very pretty girls, man. And they're very diverse. You get all types of white Brazilian mixed.
Exotic looks, right?
Yeah. I was like, I saw this about Brazil. We were at the Ipanema Beach on a boardwalk. We saw the one white girl. Oh, she had blonde hair. They have different looks, man. And it's always like, you always turn around, you're like, I've seen that look before. And then you see a new girl with a different look, and you're like blown away. It's great.
Paradise, man. It's paradise.
Yeah. And they're very warm, too.
Let me ask you this, man, because you guys have been in quite a few countries. Out of all the countries you've been to, which females have the best attitudes?
Attitude.
You want to go first?
No, why you want me to go first?
Okay.
Oh, let me think about that. Best attitude. Wow, that's a good. I like the way you asked that question.
All right, while you thinking, I'm gonna go and say so far in Brazil.
Oh wow, okay.
I'm gonna go on and say so far the baddies that I meet, when I see them on Instagram and I meet them in person, I'm like, oh man, this girl's gonna have an attitude. She's gonna give me a lot of tests. And when I meet up with her, it's a totally different ball game. She's feminine. It's almost disarming. She disarms me with her femininity, and I'm like blown away. And I'm like, wait a minute, somebody paying you to be like this? You're an actor, right?
Mm-hmm.
We in a movie right now. You reading the script? This ain't real. And then after a while, I started meeting another one. I'm like, okay, they all like this. So now I come in on a mindset. If she a baddie, I already know she's gonna be feminine in person, no matter how she come off in text. For the most part.
Exactly. So yeah, you're right, because I don't know why I made that question so complicated. Because once I think about it, it's actually easily Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like,
they disarm you with
breaking that down like that.
Man.
Yeah, I was like, why did I make that so complicated? Yeah, so Brazil, hands down.
I met this one model, and we were at the shopping mall, and she was on the billboard, and I'm like, ain't that the girl I went on a date with? So when I pulled up on a date and went to the restaurant with the racetrack, she was a baddie. Like she's a 10 easily in the States. And I pulled up on her, and she was so like, thank you, appreciate it. Like had great manners. She was very like, the way she carried herself was very elegant. The way she dressed, I was like, wow, man, I got to do another video with her. But she was amazing. I would love to do a live with her, because one of the things that they say, they're like, oh, my English is terrible. And not to say my English is terrible, but their English is more proper than mine. My English is all over the place. Their English is very formal, because it's like trained. So when they say a sentence, it's complete. You know, the fractures, the structures there. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, so definitely Brazil.
This is my second week. That's my assessment. He's been here 3 times, so
yeah. There's a reason.
He has a different take.
There's a reason why I've been here.
But they're very warm, man. Very warm.
It's funny, man, because even here in Medellin, Colombia, the girls here, I tell them all the time, I'm like, y'all so sweet and naive in comparison to the women that we date in the States. Because in the States, it's really a game. Like we go back and forth in our relationships with women in the States. You running game, she running game. We all know it's going to be a circle. More likely, it's not going to go nowhere. But here, the thing I try to tell brothers, hey man, you got to go easy on these girls, right? Because they're not used to dudes. I mean, they're used to the guys playing for whatever, but they're so genuine. And the whole concept of they only want you for money and they want to get to the States, that's BS. You feel me? They genuinely need a man here in Colombia, bro.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
their whole mindset is a little different, right? And I think what happens is guys come out here and they start playing the field. They have multiple women, and the Colombian women hate that.
Oh yeah.
My last girlfriend, she was telling me that she was with a brother for like I think a year. She taught him Spanish. She brought him around her family at a cookout, and he ended up sleeping with her friend and I think her cousin or something like that. So I'll be like, yo, bros, don't be ruthless out here with it. And it's hard because there's so many beautiful women. But
let's keep them like this.
Keep them like this. Basic is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna attest to that. I'm gonna agree with you because I went on a date with a girl. My first date on my first day.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a New York mindset because my dating pool is from New York and it's like sharks out there, man. Everybody's trying to come up. Everybody's trying to get the best thing, and the inflation is crazy out there. So when I'm approaching her, I'm approaching her with a New York game, and what I noticed that I didn't need game at all. I just needed to just be myself and just be in the moment. Because
say that one more time, bro. Please say that one more time for the listeners. You did not need game. You just had to be yourself.
Be yourself, man. I was doing game. I was throwing things, tactics, strategies, and I was like, wait a minute. I don't need this. Because when I was doing it to her, it was not to say she was responsive. It was just unnecessary. The way she was responding to me, it was just like, real talk. We kissed in a matter of 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I was really attracted to her, and she was really attracted to me. Mm-hmm. I have never done that in America.
Mm-hmm.
And in my mind, I was like, man, I want to kiss this girl. But she gave me the green light to do it. Like the way her body language was giving me, because I was reading between the lines, like old school game. Like if her first shoulders is congruent with your shoulders, if she's touching her ear, she's playing with her hair. All these social cues saying that, hey, I'm attracted to you.
Mm-hmm.
Do something about it. She was screaming that. So I was using my knowledge, but my mouth game, I threw it away. I just threw it away, and I was myself, and I was just having a great old time. And it's actually better because you're not worried about like, oh man, should I say this? Is she going to test me?
Exactly.
I don't know. What was your experience like the first time?
I would say that's the exact truth. It's just like, just be yourself. Just literally be yourself.
Much,
and that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
But like, all right, BMT, a question for you. Why do you think in the States you need game? Like, what is it? What is it about the States that makes that?
That's a good question, man. I don't know, man. The States is just so jacked up right now. I feel like the culture is just dying off, man. It's
abundance mindset.
Yeah, man. The thing about the States, mindset. Like these girls in the States, they get the game taught to them by their moms, and they little social circle. They just leave us out to hang. Like we have to learn on our own. Like we're almost bred to be taken advantage of or something like that. Bred up to be a damn simp in America, bro.
Yeah.
Here in South America, it's a machismo culture. You just have to be a man. You don't have to like they have a word for simp in almost every culture, bro. I think here it's like or something like that. Like women don't like panders. Like you don't have to pander to women here, bro. You just have to be yourself, like you say. Just be a man, and you're good. In the States, dog, it's like, and it's so funny to me because when I used to tell girls all the time, I've heard that before. They'd be like, "What you mean?" I'm like, "I heard the game you running before. Y'all all playing from the same playbook. You know, the whole my baby daddy was this rich dope dealer dude, and like trying to impress you with who they dated in the past.
Yeah.
I don't care who they dated in the past.
Raise the bar.
Yeah, so they all play from the same little playbook where they learn from their sisters and cousins and whatnot. Most of the time, it's a waste of time, unfortunately, man, because the way they've been raised is they want to compete with you instead of try to build with you. Mm-hmm. And they want you to already have it, which they don't understand. I tell women all the time, if we become wealthy without you, it's going to be very difficult for you to us to take you seriously. You wasn't there in our struggle of gaining resources. And for a black man, it's a very difficult road. It's a more difficult road than anybody else in America, in my opinion. It's more difficult than a black woman. It's more difficult than a white man. When you walk in a room, you change the dynamics. Now, I want brothers to understand this. This is why it's so important to make your money online and make your money with other black men. Because when you walk in that room and that pretty little white secretary is there and the old white guys are there and women are there, you change the dynamics of the room by your alphaism, bro. You see what I'm saying? Your testosterone, you might be the nicest, sweetest guy in the world. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Your voice is too deep in their eyes.
Yeah, right.
Who do you think he is walking in here? You know, it's that type of stuff.
Right.
So that's why it's so important to just travel the world, man, and kind of be like, you know, just more, I want to say lucid. So where you can just move around a little bit more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. You made a good point about Colombia because you're talking about how American guys go there. And we'll be right back. There we're back. So I was looking at one of your videos and you were talking with a girl from Colombia, but I don't know if she was Americanized. I don't know if she lives in America. It was recent.
Oh, you talking about my homegirl D?
Yeah. Yeah. She was keeping it real. It was a cool interview. She was saying that men go there and they date multiple women at the same time, but the women are looking to get wiped up. And I thought that was pretty cool to understand because I feel like some of the girls I met in Rio are similar. Mm-hmm. But they also know that guys are coming here dating multiple women. So it's up to us. You know, at the end of the day, you know, me and T-Bob say this, and it's up to us to be the leaders to control that and be like, control that narrative of like coming over here, treat these women with respect. You know what I mean? Because when I'm on these dates, I'm not coming at them crazy. I'm not saying anything wild. I'm giving them respect. And because I want them to go away. And even if it's short-lived or long-lived, I want them to be like, wow, man, that brother was positive. Like American guys are not bad. So I'm trying to like leave a positive imprint, no matter how the chapter of that book closes. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm coming from when I'm on these dates and when we have these lives. Like I'm just trying to keep it respectful at the end of the day. That's like the major thing for me. So.
Let me catch a super chat real quick, man, by my dude Carbon Snail 01 for the $15 super chat. I really appreciate that, bro. He says, greetings, BMT. Happy to see you putting these two young brothers on. It's pleasing to watch the ranks swell in our traveling community. Most definitely, man. Most definitely.
Sure.
I was telling my guy yesterday, I said, man, we in a very good sector on YouTube. We just got to help build each other up. You know, because we're not hawking that BS that these PUA coaches and dating coaches are. We telling the men to travel the world, man, and expand your horizons.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
So
and I was talking to T-Bob the other day, and you know we were looking at some content. I'm not going to talk about the name, but these girls are complaining about being in the city, and I'm like, why don't they just leave? You know, go where you treated well.
Best. Go where you're treated best.
Why don't you just leave? If you have constantly having problems, just leave. Yeah. Alleviate the problems like that. You know, sometimes we make dating so difficult. It's really a simple thing, man. It really is. As simple as just leave.
Yeah, man.
Because that's what happened with me in New York. You know, this is how I started my whole travel channel. I was going on dates. I would spend $200 a week. And then I was calculating, okay, I spend $200 a week. I go on dates. That's $800 a month. And in return, what do I really get? And I'm like, I don't really get much. There's no true ROI. So then I started taking that money. I stopped dating a year and a half ago. I was not going out on dates. So what I would do, and they'd be like, oh, let's go hang out. I'd be like, oh, let's have dinner on my place. I work a lot. I'm starting a business. If they're down with that program, if they're not down with that program, I'll just keep it moving. And then that's when I started traveling. And I started using that money to travel, to reinvest in myself and start a business. And that's how I met T-Bob.
Okay.
Fall full circle. How once my mindset changed, everything changed for the better. And I got out of that market. I'm not saying New York is a bad market. I'm just saying that I was just tired of spending too much money on, and a lot of times I would spend money on girls and they would not say even a thank you.
Oh, yeah, they'll say thank you in the US.
Yeah.
And I even get a thank you.
The last thank you.
Because they're entitled.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they were. I'm like, I wish somebody could take me on a date and just give me a soda pop. I'll be so thankful for that soda pop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, literally, honestly.
But I was spending a lot of money, and I was just like, man, this is not right, bro.
Yeah.
And then I would go to
so how much is it? Because I haven't been in New York in quite some time, man. The average date is about $200. Dinner and a little movie or something like that. It's about $200.
I'm not gonna say it's that much, but if you're dating at least 2 dates, you're gonna be spending money, because the price of a ticket in Mexico is $6. The price of a ticket in New York is $30.
Ticket to like a movie.
To movies.
$30 to a movie.
$30 to a movie. Right, yeah. Maybe $25
for one ticket.
Mm-hmm.
So
just imagine
$60, 2 people.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm just putting it in perspective. It's a different ball game when you, and then if you really want to mess with a baddie, like a 10, man, you gotta come out your pockets. You gotta come out your pockets, because like you're gonna tell a baddie to come over your place. I'm gonna cook some dinner. They're gonna put you through some hoops first. It's not gonna be that easy.
Let me catch this super chat real quick. Brian Ajax Winter with I think that's a Czar.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's probably South African.
Currency.
Maybe.
Okay, cool. He says, I'm from South Africa and I love women from the States and a lot more. I visited Seattle for 3 months. I guess it's just a matter of perspective. Well, hey, there you go. Good luck with that, brother.
Yeah.
Seattle, Seattle is like a different type of area in America, though. It is very liberal over there. A lot of guys date the white girls in Seattle, so it's a little different vibes over there.
Yes.
That's true. That's very true.
Very, very
yeah, so you want to talk about some dating experiences?
Here in Rio?
Yeah.
Like good ones?
Some really good ones, yeah.
Oh man, I think of kind of experiences.
What's your dating experience like in Rio? Because I'm curious, because I know you said you touched down in Rio.
Now listen, I was in Rio for 2 weeks, so I didn't have a long. I had met one girl at the airport that spoke English, but she was living in America and she got deported when Trump, I guess, got in office.
Damn.
So she was the one I was dating out there. She was more Americanized, so I didn't really have a real genuine. She was Brazilian, but she grew up in America pretty much her whole life. So I really didn't have a good enough time to really have.
I'm on live right now. Can I call you back?
I've had many dating experiences here in Colombia, though.
You're outside?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. You want to go grab you and bring you up?
Sure.
Okay, I'll be right down.
Oh, she speaks English too.
Okay, we got the girl that's gonna be on the live tonight.
Came early.
I gotta go pick her up. She came early.
Come on through.
You guys are gonna get to meet her.
It's like 3 hours early.
I'll be right back, fellas.
Oh, fellas.
My shoes.
Man, guys, do me a big favor. Hit that like button, man. We got 101 in the room. Hit that like button. My brothers out there in Rio. I'm in Colombia. We dropping this information for you. About to have a beautiful Brazilian woman on the.
You know what you guys can talk about? The different neighborhoods. Milan, Ipanema, Copacabana.
Brazil right now. That's dope.
So so you said you were here for 2 weeks. I'm guessing it's Rio, right? You came to Rio for 2 weeks.
Copacabana, yep.
So what was your thoughts on it for the first 2 weeks? Like, would you say?
Man, I would say this. After like the initial culture shock, because my first day, I had a very wild time, had a great time. Day 2, day 3 was cool. I'm on the beach, and it really started to set in that nobody speaks English. The only people that speak, you will find some English speakers in Copacabana because you got the airlines out there, you got different tourists, a lot of people from the West out there. But once I got over the initial culture shock, I say day 5, day 6, it just took off, man. I mean, I started loving Brazil. I don't want to go home. I feel like I was home. I feel like the environment of Brazil is more natural to Black people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more tropical. It's near the equator. It was cool, man. Even when I was in the favelas, I felt comfortable. Shout out to my guy. I went to his mom's house in the favela, and I felt like I was at Auntie house in South Carolina or something. And I was shocked because the American educational system or just the media in general will have you thinking that America is the greatest country in the world. There's a lot of good things about America, but what they don't tell you is that it's black people everywhere.
Yeah, you don't realize that. It's
And
more.
you don't realize that.
Yes, yeah.
Like that was the most shocking thing to me when I was in Brazil, is seeing it was mostly black.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which threw me off.
Same for me. You just don't see it. You don't see it on media.
Mm-mm.
Media doesn't show that. So yeah, that definitely was an eye-opening experience for me, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But in Medellin, like, is that your favorite city so far out of the places you've been?
You know what? Medellin is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. It's a constant 70 to 80 degrees every day. It's a city of eternal spring. The people are very nice. It's a very beautiful culture. I mean, we go out, have a good time. The Colombians really welcome you in, like as family, man. It's a beautiful thing out here. Lately, it has been a lot going on. Unfortunately, they are targeting tourists to a certain degree out here in these certain areas, so you got to be very careful. But hopefully, like I say, Colombia got to take the good with the bad. Hopefully, everything will work out, and they'll start arresting back to normal. That's what I'm hoping.
Well, what's actually been going on? Is it still the? So I know they had like the protests and all of that. Has all of that died down, and now it's something else, or like is that still lingering?
The good thing is the protests have died down, but the other issue is that things are still kind of bad out here economically. We're still kind of in the middle of a pandemic, so a lot of people still are jobless, unfortunately. And there was, that results in people doing things to make money. And, right now it's just been a lot of drugging and robbery going on. So a lot of guys have been getting drugged out here. And then the drug they use is called scopolamine, which is called the devil's breath in its layman's terms. It's a truth serum.
Okay.
So they usually put it in your drink, or they can blow it directly in your face. And once it hits you, you out.
Immediately.
Yeah, either you're gonna fall asleep, or if they keep you up, you'll be telling them where all your credit cards are, where all your money is. You'll give them everything. I mean, and you don't remember. You will have no recollection of any of this at all. Yeah. So you will be totally out.
So have you experienced anything like that yourself?
No. Me, you know what? It's me and some other guys out here. They've been out here for 17 years. Have never had any issues, bro. But it can happen to anybody. It really can happen to anybody. So
exactly. See, I've been there twice so far, and I had no problems at all. I've always felt fairly safe, but like you said, it's just sometimes you're just at the wrong place at the wrong time. And places like that, man, you just got to be smart. You got to have street smarts when going to Medellin for sure. It's not.
And that's the thing, man. It definitely can happen anywhere, but you definitely got to be. What you got to realize when you travel in any country, really, and being an American, coming from a quote unquote first world nation, you have to look at yourself like a celebrity or a person of worth that people know. So if you're Chris Brown and you in a bad neighborhood, you're gonna be like, okay, let me take off my chain, let me be careful. It's the same thing as being an American here in Medellin. You gotta look at yourself like, okay, I'm American. They know I got something. They know I got an expensive phone, laptop, probably tablet. They look at you like you're wealthy. In their mind, you're wealthy, bro, because you got the American dollar behind you.
Right.
So you gotta look at that stuff.
So would you recommend a first-time traveler, out of the States, to go to Medellin by themselves? Let's say they're solo as well.
Yeah, man. You just gotta. Hopefully, they in the private Facebook group. Hopefully, they watch our channels. Because if you're aware of this, it changes a lot. And I'm gonna tell you why. One of my guys got drugged the first day he was out here, right? But he knew from the channel of what was going on, and I think because he was so big, he's an ex-NFL player. He's a big guy. Yeah. I think he felt it coming on, and he got him on up out of there. So you got about 10 to 15 seconds to kind of try to like you knowing that okay, this is what's going on now. Oh damn, I left my drink alone for a moment. I'm feeling dizzy or I'm feeling tired. If you at the house, get them on up out of there immediately, bro, and call the police. Go to the hospital You know, because you've been poisoned basically.
That don't go down in Rio though.
Nah, man.
I'll be hearing that. That's more prevalent in Colombia.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard it happen in Rio, but just not as frequent.
Not as frequent. Okay.
Right.
We're gonna go ahead and introduce.
Oi, tutu, baby.
You could just say hello. She don't have to talk because we're doing a lot with her later.
Okay.
Cool.
It's, we got.
What's her? I forgot to say what's her name in Portuguese. I think you said the same thing.
Qual o seu nome?
Qual still known? Okay.
Yes, very good. Caliane.
Oh, nice to meet you. Mucho gusto. That's in Spanish, but you know what I mean.
It's okay.
Nice.
Me and Delane be speaking English, Spanish, and Portuguese all in
At
one
the same
sentence
time.
out here. Oh man.
Especially when we're ordering food, man.
It's-
Mhm.
Easy.
We're chopping it up and messing it all up. Man.
They be laughing at us out here.
Mhm.
Portuguese.
But she speaks English, correct?
You speak English a little bit.
We can say that.
Mhm.
Kind of.
Nice, man. Nice. And what do you think about foreigners, or let's just say Black American men?
Go ahead. We want to know.
What do you want to know?
What do you think about American men or men outside of Brazil?
Well, I think you are different. Brazilian guys are a little bit annoying.
Brazilian guys are annoying.
Yes, because they think about the same thing. I know all men think about the same thing, but here it's impossible.
Mm.
Just Americans, I don't know. Tell me about you and you.
Put us on a spot.
Even how feminine her voice is.
Oh man.
So you're saying that Brazilian men are intense or aggressive or?
Not aggressive, but they're not created to be with a lady, something like that.
Okay.
It's more aggressive, like, I don't know, it's just stupid. I just don't have that much patience.
Okay, so the last guy you dated, he was Brazilian or American or somewhere else?
Well, he was Italian.
He was Italian.
Yes,
Oh wow, okay.
Italian.
Got some Italian guys in the chat. Yo, here you go.
Yes. But he looked.
Italiano.
Yes.
Ah, see.
But he's probably more Brazilian than me.
Mm-hmm.
How is that so? What's the Brazilian ways? We would like to know.
Like a stupid way.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
And how, I don't want to get into your relationship history or anything like that, but it ended well, or it was good or bad?
I
Like
hope
he went back
he's
to his
fine.
country, or
No, he's here.
okay,
I hope he's fine.
yeah. So you still like Italian guys? You still like Italian guys? They're still
It
good.
doesn't matter where. It's just
Okay,
people,
it's all about the person.
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's great.
Great.
That's cool.
Nice. And let us know what do you guys do for fun out there? Like, you go to games or clubs, bars? What do you guys do out there for fun?
Man, I'm a club guy, and we supposed to go to Lapa this weekend.
Lapa's dope.
I mean, the only way I'm going, but here's the caveat. The only way I'm going to Lapa is reais in my pocket, no cell phone.
Hold up.
I'm going to be damn near going
I'm
naked.
so proud of you.
Yeah, I'm not going with anything else.
Tell him it's not.
No, it is.
Oh.
See?
Well,
I'm sorry.
Never mind.
Hey, you heard it for the local.
No, it is.
But yeah, I'm a big nightlife guy. I love going to clubs. I love the first thing I do when I go to a country or a place, I want to see how their nightlife is, because you could tell a lot about how people move in a nightlife, like how the women move, how the women respond to the men, how the men respond to the women. what's the culture like, what kind of music is popping, like how people move to that music. A lot of things you can read between the lines in the nightlife. A lot of people don't think so, but I beg to differ. So
It's nice. You can go to Lapa, but
Yeah.
be careful.
be careful.
Yeah, let's go with somewhere who lives here.
Yeah.
You don't
Go
live here,
with a
right?
local. So we gotta find a local to go with us.
Yes.
So
No, it's not that dangerous. It's just, for me, it's normal.
Mhm.
And you also have to know the real Rio de Janeiro,
Okay.
because it's not Ipanema, Copacabana.
Right.
It's so much more.
Mhm.
And I can totally help you with that, but not.
Yeah, if you got some friends, got some girlfriends, you guys
Yes.
want to all go out to Lapa, we can go.
Okay.
Sure. Man, I'm trying to think what else. What else we do for fun? Workout. Hit the beach.
Let me ask you this. Here in Colombia, this salsa, I think it's called bachata. The dance is everything. And if you're dating a Colombian woman, you will have to dance. I can't dance at all, so that's a problem. They're gonna force you to dance. I mean,
they do. Yeah,
they're gonna force you to dance.
Yeah,
or you gotta take the salsa class or something. Is it similar like that in Brazil? Do y'all have like is it really dance culture out there?
Yes. Actually, it's more like girls dancing and men's like
Just
watching a lot. Like
I can roll with that. Like
eating with eyes.
Oh, eating with eyes. Okay.
Yes. But men's also can dance.
Yeah.
Because we
funk, right? Funk dance?
Yes, funk dance.
Okay. You do funk dance? You good?
I do. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm good. Who knows?
Okay.
Nice, man.
Yes.
What's your favorite dance? What do you like to
Funk. When I'm drinking.
Oh.
Because
you get funky when you drink.
Yes.
Get extra funky. All right, okay. What else do you
Nice.
Lounges.
Hikes.
Hikes,
yeah. A ton of hikes surrounding Rio. Dope hikes.
I'm an architect, so I like to see like monuments and stuff, like the Christ Redeemer, the Sugarloaf. I like seeing stuff like that, man. I eat that up. I was talking to Dennis last week, and then I was like, Dennis, what should I do? What's the first thing we should do? Hit up the tourist stuff, get them out of our way. So I'm glad he told me that, because Christ Redeemer, when we went up there, the views of the city is beautiful.
Oh man, Rio is one of the most beautiful cities to me.
Thank you very much.
No, it's very beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
It's like
sensory
top
overload.
1 or 2. Yeah,
sensory overload
for sure.
In many ways.
There's not so many places you can go on a beach and then you see mountains in the back like that. Picturesque. It almost feel like surreal and fake. It's like it's not real.
Yeah, it does look like a picture. Almost.
Yeah,
it looks like you're looking at a picture when you're out on a beach looking at the.
So next time I'm out there, I'm gonna roll up with the drone and get some shots for the content, because people got to see this. They have to visualize that.
It's beautiful here.
Yeah.
And what's the weather out there like right now? Is because I believe it's y'all going to a wintertime or summertime out there right now.
It's winter.
It's winter.
Okay, it's cold.
It's raining a little bit, but I think Saturday is gonna have sun.
Really?
Yes.
You got all week or something, probably? All
Yes.
this week? Oh, that's supposed to be nice. What was I looking at?
I said that. I thought that too. Because it was going to be in the 80s.
Yeah, I was totally wrong.
But even this is
I can be wrong, but who knows?
Yeah, I think I've been wrong. I thought yesterday was supposed to be sunny. I thought today was supposed to be sunny.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, the weather itself is like in the 70s right now. So it feels good. Like I love it. I mean, it feels like you're in Medellin almost.
Good. For us, it's
it's cold for y'all, right? Yeah, for us, it's amazing. Especially you.
They're spoiled.
Yeah, y'all are spoiled.
It's not amazing at all. Super cold.
Hey, listen. In New York, our winter is 10 degrees, 20 degrees. Your winter is 70 degrees. Big difference.
Okay.
And Catch the super chat real quick. I want to give a shout out to Sean M for the $10 super chat. He said, shout out to BMT and Foreign Strategies. Both of your channels are fire. Keep up the good work and enlightening brothers about what's outside the matrix. 100. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. We're just trying to get the information out there, man. It's a beautiful life overseas. Most definitely.
So another thing that guys, if you've never been to Rio and you come to Rio and you really enjoy it.
Well, that might have froze a little bit.
What's up?
Mm-hmm.
So Walt was talking about
you go ahead.
extending your stay. And I thought that was something that's really important, guys, to know. You come to Rio, if you have an American passport, you can stay here for 90 days. But when you come, they ask you how long will you stay. Make sure you say 90 days, because if you say 30, I think what happens is if you shortchange yourself, you're going to put yourself in trouble. Because if something happens and they say they double back to how long you're supposed to say, and you say 30, then they're going to be like, hey, you're staying, you're welcome. So make sure you say 90 days. Even if you're not, just say it. And if you want to stay longer, Walt was talking about that in our live yesterday. He was talking about how you need to go to a federal police and pay them $40 US. I'm not sure what that is in Rias. And what happens is, let's say you come May 1st, you got May, June, July, those 3 months, 90 days. You get another extra 90 days. So that's 180 days from May 1st to May 1st. You can use those 180 days how you want to use it. If you use 90 days, you go to Colombia, then you have another 90 days you can use. Or if you use 100 and then you come back, it just basically just subtracts. And I'm not sure if you use 190 days off the bat, 180 days off the bat, how long does it take to come back to re-up again? I'm not sure, but we're going to do a live on that with Walt. So look out for that. But that's very important information, because what I noticed that when we did the live, that's when things start cooking up in our chats. Because, I'm telling you right now, you're a first-time visitor, you're coming to Rio, you're going to love it. So you're going to find ways to stay here longer. And that's one of the ways you can. You can extend it to 6 months. So that's really important intel for you guys to know.
Most definitely. I think the same applies here in Colombia. I believe you can stay up here to 6 months as well.
Oh, really?
I know you can. Yeah, you can stay here to 6 months as well. So if you want, guys, you could possibly do 6 months in Colombia, 6 months in Brazil. You're not either country.
I love it.
Yeah, man.
My strategies, PMT.
There you go. I got G-Mac. Seki says, are you able to visit the beaches right now in Rio?
Yeah.
Beaches are open, right?
It's still popping.
I mean, it was really hot last week. And,
yeah, last week.
We went to the beach yesterday. It was kind of cold, but I think it's going to heat up this weekend, because I want to do some walking tours to show the fellas like what it looks like on the beach.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think it's
year round. I would say year round. The beaches are doable to go to. Yeah. So yeah, definitely year round. Sure.
Yeah. And another thing I noticed about Rio, a lot of people are cool with content. If you're a content maker, your number one stop shop should be Rio, because a lot of people are cool with making content with you. They're like, it's a breath of fresh air. The people are very warm. The men and women are very warm. They're very affectionate. I'm a very affectionate person. I'm not saying I'm going around hugging T-Bob, but
definitely not.
But like T-Bob can get when we first met each other, he could see that I'm a very warm person. I'm not like closed and cold. When you go to places like Sweden and Norway, the way the social structure is set up is there is no cold approaches. Men and women are not cold approaching. It's only when they're like drinking. It's socially unacceptable for a man to go up to a woman in the midst of a day. That's just abnormal. But in Brazil, it's the latter, because people are very warm. The complex of where we stay at right now, I hear people screaming all the time. You would think it's the World Cup. And I hear other things too.
Okay.
I'm like, man, dude, how does the Brazilian man got stamina? They must got the real herbs, man. Because all I hear all day. All day.
What is that? I'm not.
She said, "What is that?"
Booty clapping sounds.
Hey, I got a question here from my dude, Grego712. What up, Greg? He says, "Can you fly to Brazil without a return flight? Do you know anything about that?"
Yep, I have a one-way ticket
I got a one-way ticket
as well.
So, wow, okay.
Yeah, I got a one-way ticket. Yep.
Now, when you bought your tickets, was you in America? Because they wouldn't allow me to not have a return flight from Colombia. I had to buy one at the airport.
Oh, for
Oh,
real?
it's different. It's
I didn't
different.
know
They
that.
didn't do that fast.
Oh wow, I did not know that. That's good.
I mean, you got 48 hours to cancel. So you just cancel it and they give your money back. But yeah, you have to have a return flight. At least coming to Colombia, you do.
Okay, I didn't know.
Nice. You set up in Colombia. How long are you going to be? Are you living there permanently, or are you like moving around?
No, my original plan is still the same, man. A few months here, a few months in Brazil. You know, a couple of weeks in DR. So I'm gonna move around a little bit. But I have been here for about 9 months. But I went down to DR for like about a month. I was in DR.
Okay.
So just moving around, man. But I will be down there in Brazil soon. Believe me.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. I'll be down there soon.
Nice.
Yeah. I love Brazil, man. I had some great experiences in Brazil.
So how would you compare DR to Colombia and Brazil? Never been.
It's no comparison, bro. No comparison. DR is cool. DR is cool. But Brazil and Colombia are just on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? I would say in comparison, let's just compare like the Cleveland Browns is DR and Brazil is the Patriots or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Just
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
They did well last season. I mean,
they're in the same league, but it's just a little. It's the ranking is much different.
Okay.
The ranking is much different, man.
That's good to know.
I was gonna say about the real woman. The other night we were talking about eye contact.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And what I noticed in New York, this is the biggest thing. When I'm walking around New York, the girl will let you know she's not interested. You will be, you damn near might as well be invisible, because they'll look all over you. If you're walking down the street in New York and a girl's walking your way, they'll spot you out and they'll be like, oh damn. I'll do whatever it takes not to look at you. They'll have a watch, look at it, cell phone, they'll look around. But here in Rio, it's totally different.
Right.
Even that they don't like making eye contact unless they're interested. Because what happens in New York?
Why?
Because the culture in New York is very aggressive. The men are taught to go after the woman, make the first move.
Mm-hmm.
Most oftentimes than not, when you go into the club, it's nothing but dudes going after girls. It's like getting the numbers, trying to get the dance. It's very aggressive. That's the culture. So when I got here, we were walking around, I noticed women were locking eyes at me. Not necessarily because they were attracted to me, but they were. I feel like that's the culture. Like it's just warm. Like I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna acknowledge you. Okay, you're there. You're a person. And sometimes they might smile. Sometimes they just. Most oftentimes than not, it's a warm feeling that I get. It's an inviting feeling. It's not cold. So that's one thing I noticed. What do you think about that?
Well, probably the girls think that you are handsome.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Oh, that's what it is?
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah? Okay, I thought it was something else. I thought it was just being nice.
No, we are nice.
Yeah.
We do this kind of things, but
Okay.
about the handsome thing,
Okay.
it's for sure.
Okay, so for one, I'm walking down the street and she locks eyes with me.
Yes,
10 times out of 10
definitely.
it's because she thinks I'm handsome.
definitely.
Oh, did not know. So if she look at me twice, it's on. I should
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. And that's how you do it? You see a handsome guy, you look at him twice?
Exactly. Yeah. What do you do?
What do you do?
I'm a shy girl, so
You put your hex. That's what does it
I
mean?
just look to computer. Look.
So what about if you're walking and she puts her head down?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, trying to think what else I had on this, but
It's also because you don't look like Brazilian. You also.
I don't pass as Brazilian. You don't look like Brazilian guys.
Yeah, people think I'm Brazilian all the time.
Haha.
For real. I mean, you hear me talking now, but if you didn't hear me talk, you wouldn't think I was Brazilian just walking down the street.
No way. I was
Mhm.
looking like twice.
Look at it twice.
Security
Just
look.
kidding.
Yeah.
Or look to computer, probably because I'm shy.
That's funny.
Oh man.
What about in lounges and clubs? Do the Brazilian men or men go to women more, or do women go to men at
It
all?
doesn't matter. Trust me, it doesn't matter. Man, girls dance and men's don't. It doesn't matter.
So this is Lapa, right? We go to Lapa.
Yes.
The girls
You
don't
should
dance
go.
on them.
Yes, and Lapa is more.
Yes, if you're not with another girl,
Yeah,
they will.
they dance up on me.
A lot.
A lot of dance. Okay, so I'll walk up in there and I'll put my hands up, and they'll just dance.
Just
up on
wait.
Me. Oh, okay. And what day should we go? Friday or Saturday for Lapa?
Friday. It's nice.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay.
Friday night. Should go.
Okay. That's interesting. All right. Well, you guys heard it here first. Get some intel. I didn't know it was like that.
But I'm not a party girl.
You're not a party girl?
Not that much.
Do you drink?
Yes.
Caprinis?
Caipirinha.
Caprinia?
A lot.
Saying it wrong.
That's why I dance, because I'm too shy to dance. But
How do I say it again? Caprina?
caipirinha.
Caipirinha.
I'm not gonna try it. I
Caipirinha.
keep forgetting.
Try. You should. I'm trying. I don't speak English very well.
Caprinas.
Caipirinha.
Caprinas.
Yes.
She's like, I'm speaking English for you guys. Let me say one word for me.
Yes.
Off live. I do my practicing all.
It's so unfair.
Caparinas.
Look. Caipirinha.
Oh, the roll gets me. The roll.
Okay.
Caipirinha.
So that's what you drink. You drink that.
I drink that.
Okay.
I don't like beers.
You got to get a couple of those in
You don't like beer? Oh wow.
No.
I would say more women like beer here
right?
than most places that I've been.
Yeah.
Generally.
Here, people like beers
beer,
a lot.
Yeah.
I
I've
don't.
noticed that, yeah.
Okay. All right. Man, we like doing it live right now. The way we do it.
Exactly.
We got a show tonight.
I love it.
Yeah, I want to talk about tens, the dimes, the very
Insurance
attractive-
lifestyle. Appreciate you, man.
Insurance lifestyle. Just subscribe to Foreign Strategies channel. Appreciate that. That's a nice photo too.
Oh,
I know what it looks like. There's somewhere tropical.
Oh yeah.
I think we lost BMT. Let's see. I'm gonna text him.
Are we still on? Yeah, we're still on.
I'm gonna text BMT.
Try again.
Caparina.
You hungry?
Oh, let's do it. Yeah, Caparina. I got it.
Yes.
Yeah, the roll. I felt the roll kind of.
Good job.
It's tough though. There's some great.
Well, guys, make sure you check out our channel, YouTube channel. It's called Foreign Strategies. I just hit up BMT. I'm seeing what's good with him right now. He's hitting me back.
Grego says, drink 3 of them and you'll say it very
Wi-Fi
easily.
is acting up.
That's facts. That's actually very true. I'll probably start speaking Portuguese fluently. After a couple.
Yeah, to get a couple in you.
Get a couple in me. Oh man.
You speaking fluent?
Imagine.
You should drink.
I'll be like, huh? You talking to me? I'll be like, huh?
You should drink and you should dance. It's perfect.
Lapa. All right.
Lapa.
So Lapa
Yes.
Friday.
Let's do it. I love how you won't listen to me. You won't listen to me. If I recommend it, nah, bro. Nah.
Lapa is it's nice. But just
I
be
like it.
careful.
I have a fun time. I've never had it. I've been there maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
That's why you like it.
Why? It's what? It's why?
He's not a good person.
Because I've been there 3 times.
She
It's
knows.
fine. She probably knows.
Okay, guys. I just got a message from BNT. We're in the show. So yeah, make sure you smash the like buttons if you enjoyed the intel. Appreciate the super chats from him.
Appreciate the new subscribers, Shy Star. Appreciate you, my man.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Be in Rio a few days. Get MXD fit. Be in Rio in the next few weeks. Awesome, man. You're gonna absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. If you haven't been here already. No, I think that's all the questions. But yeah, he said just wrap it up.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. So yeah, we're gonna be
foreign.
I think I heard him. So we're gonna be wrapping it up. We're doing daily vlogs, walking tours, interviews. Boots is on the ground. We also doing lives as much as possible. And yeah, man. Hope to see you guys on our channel. And much respect to BMT, because when I wrote BMT, he was like, "Yeah, come on the show." I was like, "Wow, okay, cool, man." Brother was really cool. Cool about it. So much respect to him.
Yeah, man. Really.
We're gonna put this video on our channel. Tell our followers to check you out too, if they haven't already. All right, guys.
Till next
We
time.
out.
Appreciate that, Xavier. Y'all take care.
Y'all take it easy. Peace.